Inglewood, California, SoFi Stadium, and what's become a really fun bowl game over the years, the Buck Up LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there, ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
On the run, it's Sherrod. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Madsen. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set him shop. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to go up top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Gets open down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Evans.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your play.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. A low line drive and short kick. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Makes his man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Broncos are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice job on the pass rush defensively. Just couldn't quite get there in time. They delivered the hit, but not before the quarterback completed the throw.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just keeps swinging it. Throws to the tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Huskies. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Up to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. just no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left.
Oh, he's got some space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Using his legs, it's Riley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
How in the world did he miss that? They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Maybe a little more urgency as they start this drive down 13-3. Firing to the right, complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Madsen. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got a man, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The short hands, it's Green. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bring in the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. That's reeled in. It's Evans.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now by a field goal, 13-10 as they go back to work.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Madsen. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's now
coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw again. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Williams will pass. Pulls it in. It's Green. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Boston. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wagner. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. through the air. It's Madsen. Pulls it in. It's Riley. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down, and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get us.
There he goes. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. And he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Williams will pass. Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And they tacked on the extra point.
37, Washington, 13.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Falls at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Sherrod. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Washington right back to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Delay game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll run the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
And the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Williams will pass. Back open in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab right down the middle. Running free. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Going to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a converts on fourth down. Still going. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Makes the catch. It's Boston. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send up that offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big one.
Wants to throw. It's Horton. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Sherrod. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second?
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Finds his man. It's Riley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation. Game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll